Good day, how are you? We're going to test whether or not I can live stream on the go because we've got a big trip ahead of us, and I've got to find whether or not, now I know I've not announced this one, it's not on Facebook, I'm just testing it really. I know Thursday's my day for live shows. I don't think anybody's in yet. So we'll just see. The transmission says the quality isn't so good, but I want to test it on the go, and I'll just wait and see if anybody comes in and says hello. If you're watching this post Aussie flies, Australian flies, Melbourne flies particularly, they'll land in your ears, they land on your eyeball, they land up your nose. So it says transmission quality is poor. It looks like we're going to have a little bit of bother. I'm going up, just take you a little walk around an Australian suburb. I've got the school kids here, little play park. Santa stops here over there. Can you see that fly? Anyway, going across little zebra crossing. Say hello if anyone comes in. Just thank you. Now, hopefully I'll be able to see if you comment as well. Got the older reading glasses on, so I should be able to see it clearly. Is anybody in? How's your day? Like I say, this is a pretty impromptu wander around just the suburbs. We've got a big trip ahead of us, and I'm going to take you along for the trip. I'm going to share some of the experiences, and I'll explain, if we get some viewers in, I'll explain what that's all about. And that's why we have the cork hats. Nobody really wears cork hats anymore in Australia, but it's why they originally invented the cork hats, so they could keep the flies away from your face. Surrounded by schools. There's another kiddie school here. That's a nice one actually, they keep that really nice. So I didn't announce this on Facebook because I didn't want trouble people to come in and watch it when it might not work. Somebody's in. Say hello. It's a little play park. Aussie flies. What are they like? I don't think anywhere else in the world the flies are quite so persistent as they are in Australia. So if you're in, hello Steve's Kitchen, how are you? Is it coming through clear enough, Michelle? Michelle is watching. She's watching from home base. So is it clear enough, Michelle? Is it? It's like a walkie-talkie testing session with us, a little private home stream. I'm taking, because you haven't actually replied, that the lag is pretty substantial. We've got to test it. We have to test it. Got my selfie stick today. I can get you guys right out there, ladies and guys. How about that? It's a nice wide angle. So if anyone wants to come in and say hello. Oh, Michelle, share it out on Facebook, see if anyone wants to come in. I'm going to go up to the rose gardens and check it out. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see where I'm heading. Look at these. I'll put you up here. Paper barks. Is this a paper bark? Oh yeah. It's a eucalypt. Oh, I'm getting mobbed by flies. Look at this. Always on this stretch of road, this little stretch of path. I think because the dogs walk up here. So I'm just going to wander, take you around the neighbourhood. This is up in Mornington, by the way, up in the Mornington Peninsula, a little bit outside of the town centre of Mornington. Anybody in? So I'm just walking up. This little public footpath runs the whole length of this suburb. This is an area called Benton's, I think they call it. And this path goes, sort of connects all the little suburbs together so the kids can get to school. See that house? Got all the solar panels on the roof. Sadly, we get a lot of that graffiti. Melbourne is famous for graffiti, but nice graffiti. But unfortunately, in the suburbs, the kids have got nothing better to do, really. So it's not nice graffiti, it's just mucky, tagging, not clever. But quite often, and I should say that there's loads for them to do here. There's lots of parks and skate parks. Every now and again, I'm going to get a twitch of a fly landing right inside my earlug. You might see them. So I know a lot of you will watch this post and have missed it. I'm sorry I didn't announce it, but generally we're going to try and do a live show every Thursday. And I normally would try and let you know in advance, but today I just didn't want to miss the opportunity to do a live show. But at the same time, it's not really planned. Turn you around, you can see where I'm going. Anybody in? There you go, there you can see what I can't see. Man, these flies. Michelle will be glad she didn't come with me. The flies are in full go today. Somebody's planted olive trees just here. Up there, look, there's a nice lemon tree. Can you see that there? Lemons are in full season. Hello, hello, how are you? I'm not going to talk too much if there's not too much interaction, but I am going to carry on filming. I might not leave this one up if it's too slow. Look at these, like a little crab apple. It's not a crab apple. Not sure what fruit that is. Interesting. Let's take one down. Let's pick one off. How clear is that, Michelle, if you're watching? Is it reasonably clear? Can you see this stuff? Probably poison. It's quite acid. Might be a little poison, but it's quite clear. Is it good? Hey, you can talk to Michelle, by the way. She's on the end of the keyboard back at HQ. So see if I can get this thing open. Hey, Chicken Leg Productions, how are you? Just having a little wander. Oh, some people are coming in now. If you watch this replay, you're going to wonder what I'm doing for the first 10 minutes. I'm just strolling up there. Hey, Captain Dirt, why so late? Because we're on the road, and sorry, chicken leg, the Nightbot's keeping an eye on caps and things. It's considered shouting, so they're probably going to nag you about it. Look at this. Look at the rusty colour of this bark. Look at that. It looks like it's been burnt. It isn't. It's actually the oxidization. Yeah, so it's a little later than I normally would go live, only about half an hour or so, and it's 10:05 in Texas. Cool, Captain Derp. So yeah, it's a little later, but you know, when we're on the road, we'll have to just go live when we can, really. We'll try and keep a modest sort of schedule going. We've got a huge trip. I mean, the trip itself is the whole of Australia, and it's going to take a year to do, and I'm going to take you along with us. But oh, is the sound picking up all right through this mic? So I'm going to take you all along on a road trip around Australia. It's going to take a year, and it kind of officially starts tomorrow, but the bulk of the trip will be next year. This is like a practice run this next month, and there's a guy gardener up here, look, just getting some cool downs, himself a little drink. Had the whippersnipper out doing the lawns. So yeah, today is just like a test run, see how it is. Hey fella, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Excellent, thanks.
Warm enough?
Yeah.
Pro cut. So the guy's just fueling up. I can smell his bit of gasoline he's been putting in the whippersnipper. So we'll try and share, well, we will be sharing a lot of this journey, and occasionally I'll try and do live like this. I want to test over a longish, yeah, it's hot in Australia, Captain, it's very hot. Christmas is all about beaches and Barbies. You know, you've got a house over here. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that there? It's got a Santa Claus hanging. All the Christmas decorations are up. And it's like, I'll give you it in Fahrenheit, I think it's about 80, 82, 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Late 20 degrees Celsius today. And it's just going to get hotter. I never did find out what this fruit was. Most of the trees around here, that beautiful silver bark. It's not called a silver bark, it's a eucalypt. But what I want to do is take you around Australia and see some of the fauna and flora. So you get this vast, from these slippery, smooth bark eucalypts, which are there to sort of stop the creatures from climbing up them. From these sort of iron barks, which are, they oxidize dark. They go black, and it's basically the oxidization of the tree sap or the tree resin. So if you're in, say hello. Get some comments flowing. I can read them. I put my spectacles on so I can read the comments. So fire away. I want to go up to the Mornington Rose Gardens up here because I want to see. Last time we went there was no roses at all, where there was maybe 2 roses. And I think they should be in full. Only 2 types of weather and 1 type of fly pests every last one of them. And I have to work out a system. Maybe I am going to have to go for a cork hat. So there's only 1 sort of weather here at the moment. It's hot or hotter. And Christmas Day is likely to be a scorcher, I reckon. Up here we got the lawn bowls clubs, and just over the right hand side here there's an actual what do they call it, with the hoops and they knock the ball, gosh I should know, croquet, really old-fashioned sport that not many people play, but there's in here, just in behind here, I don't know if I can get up there and show you. I think it's in this section. There's croquet lawns, and they're probably not playing at the moment. Here, look. So those lawns, real old style croquet. Well, not old style croquet, modern style croquet, I guess. But on this side, much busier. Have a look in here. All the guys are out playing lawn bowls. Let's see if we can sneak a peek through the bushes. Yeah, look. Can you see? Let's get what a beautiful day for bowls. So they're always trying to the dandelion squad. Dandelion's my patron flower. So yeah, they're always trying to get youngsters into the bowls clubs in Australia, because it's generally a lot of old codgers playing in there, as we call them. And the problem is, it gets a bit closed shop sometimes. They want them in, but they actually don't want them in at the same time, because they play better. The youngsters play better, and it doesn't give them, you know, okay, initially they don't play better, but after a while, if they start the big tournaments, and it's true, you old fellas out there know that. My kids used to play lawn bowls up in Queensland, and the guys, the older fellas, were really great. They loved them to come along, but as soon as they got too good, there was a little edge, and so it remains like a pensioners sort of game. I don't know if you have lawn bowls. What sports do you play? Anyone? Five or six of you in? What sports do you play? What sports do you like? Man, it's a gorgeous day. It's not too sunny. Baseball. Okay. I love baseball. When I was a kid, I used to play baseball and softball, particularly when I was younger. And baseball's fantastic. It's a really good spectator sport. But I don't get much. They don't play a lot of baseball in Australia. We got the Ashes on at the moment, and the Aussies are giving the England a solid thrashing in the Ashes. So that's always good for Australia. I have mixed feelings about the Ashes, and anyone who knows the situation over here, because, you know, I'm proudly Australian, but I've got English heritage, so I suppose I can win a win-win situation. Look at this lake. Let's turn that round. See, we've got some geese over here, and have they got some goslings with them? Yep, got some goslings. Can you see them on the just on the green verge there? How cute is that? Now geese can get, we used to keep geese, they can get particularly tetchy if you get too near. Look, this fella, he doesn't like me coming near, look. Not happy. Oh yeah, not happy because I'm near the goslings. Yeah, they're very protective of their young, which is a good thing. We were talking about our geese just the other day, because we used to keep geese and sheep in the same field, and the geese would see the sheep off because they're very aggressive. See this little coot down here? Oh, there's a plastic bag. Maybe I'll pick it up, put it somewhere. Bit of plastic. So you see what happens is people come down, they feed bread. This is a baker's delight bag. They come down, they feed bread to the birds with their kids, and then they leave the bags. Isn't that wicked? If you're out there, you're watching this, do do not do that. That's such, I'm sure you don't, but it's such a shame. Good day, mate. I'm good. Just saying, they feed the bread and then leave the bags, huh? Yeah. Not sensible, is it? No. I'll take it up here. See, that bag will end up, and there's a bin just here. Waste paper bin, garbage bin. Sorry guys. Oh, this next to me is a dog run. So you'll see people come here and they'll let their dogs off the leads and they're completely safe away from the cars. And see, there's a waste bin just here. So why? Parents, get on top of your kids, set an example. So we're getting near the rose gardens. And I reckon, when I came here last time, it's all twigs and, well, not twigs, bushes without roses. But I think this is going to be pretty spectacular. Unless they're over, I'm covering myself. Oh, I can see splashes of colour. So this is the Mornington Peninsula Rose Garden. We came here about a month ago, and you see the sign up here. I've said this before, no fear of repeating myself. MPRG, Morning Peninsula Rose Garden, but it isn't. That's Morning Peninsula Regional Gallery, which is actually that building there. Bit strange that they decided to call it the Regional Gallery right next door to the Rose Gardens. Who said let's cook them? Carol. Look, I hope a lot of you will be okay with a lot of this touring around Australia lark. We will still be putting up regular cooking recipes, but I'm not going to put this stuff on my other channel. I'm putting it on here, and to be honest, if you don't like it, then don't watch it. That's fine, but I'm not gonna cave in this time. I am going to just keep putting it up because it's our life. It's what we do. Hey, the people's champ, what's cooking? What's cracking? Well, we're out testing the capabilities of my internet provider. Now I'm just having a little stroll testing. This is a little, oh, the smell coming off the rose garden. You know the smell of roses? It's wafting. I've got the breeze coming towards me, and it's beautiful. Wow. Yep, the colours are there. Let's go and take a look. So, welcome and enjoy Mornington Botanical Rose Gardens. Okay, here they are. This place is gorgeous. The smell is intense. Look at this place. Now, last time we came, these roses, there was one of these roses, Victoria Gold. There was one of these blooming, and now the whole flower bed is full of them. And talk to me. I'll take you up and show you the didgeridoo plant, where we get our didgeridoos from. Luckily, in this particular rose garden, they come pre-designed. It is beautiful garden. Oh, the smell is amazing. Look, apricola. All the roses have their names. Oh, you're looking at me. Afternoon Delight. Afternoon Delight. This might get a bit boring for you. You can crack on. I don't mind. If it gets too boring, just roll on. Look, the Peacekeeper. Look at that one. How gorgeous is that? Look at the smell of that. No, not a lot of smell coming off the Peacekeeper. Okay. So we've got a big trip. We're going up the coast of Australia from Victoria to towards Sydney. We're not going up as far as Sydney. You'll see, oh, this is like a real cerise colour. Let's get it not near the colour of that. Wow. What's this one called? Sour Emmanuel? Your guess is as good as mine. I think it's sour with a few extra vowels in there for good measure. Look at this. What is this one? She's in full bloom. Grimaldi roses. I should have called this the Mornington Rose Garden vlog. Then if you're not into roses, you could drop out. Mornington Rose Garden. Up here, look. This is where the didgeridoo plants grow. Some of these were tiny when I came here last time. Look at these. Huge now. Coming on nicely. Now that little one there, I don't think that was up last time. I know. I'm a silly sod. So, and what's the one thing you have to do when you get here then, People's Champ? Never been to Australia. Have to do when I get... Oh, what's the one thing you have to do when you get here? I think it depends what you like. If you like cities, get to Melbourne. Got to be the best city in Australia. It's got wonderful suburbs, fantastic food, great people. Everybody goes to Sydney because they want to see the Sydney Bridge and the Opera House. Yeah, do it. Knock your socks off if you want to go for that. But Melbourne is my favourite city, and only because the weather's a bit more clement here, and it's really culturally more interesting, I think, because the suburbs have got so many different... I know other cities have it as well, but the suburbs, if you've been to Melbourne, you'll know what I mean. Otherwise, you know, get yourself a four-wheel drive or a camper and get off and explore. There's so much to do. You can't come to Australia for a couple of weeks. You've got to come for a month or 2 or 3. You have to. There's so much to see. I mean, if you like skiing, go up into the snowy mountains and get yourself some skis and go skiing. If you like water sports, get yourself along the coast here, between here and anywhere between Melbourne and Brisbane. There must be 100,000 plus beaches, and more. There's beaches all the way up, and a lot of them are actually watched over by lifeguards. So you look out along the coastline, you'll see lifeguards on the beach looking after the place, making sure that people are safe, because there's a lot of ways of getting yourself killed in Australia. So don't swim away from the lifeguards and just enjoy yourself. Did I drop out? Did the internet drop out? I'll ask Michelle. Michelle's watching at HQ. Did the internet drop out, Michelle? Man, these roses are so nice. The smell. Oh, good out. I'm not do you want to see any more roses? Probably not. Smell is great. What is this one? Oh, this one is the smell. This one smells really good. Yeah, now this is like the old style English roses. This is where the smell's coming from. Sponsored by somebody or another. Oh, see if we can get a name. Maggie. Okay, these roses are called Maggie. Is it a bit too jumpy? Oh. Over here behind me, you can't probably see it that well, there's a huge building. It's like an aircraft hangar, it's massive. And it was a company called Masters. They were like a DIY store. What do you have in the US similar? B&Q in the UK. And they went out of business this year. So that place has just been closed down. Sign of the times, eh? Sign of the times. Pretty as this rose. Not a lot of scent. Home Depot. Thank you, me. Thank you, me. Home Depot. Was Home Depot the place? Home Depot. So, just a little wander out and test. Do you know, Michelle, do you think I should just run this the whole time, even if there's not many people in? What do you guys think? I'm quite happy. The lake looks nice. Actually, in an hour or so, you get all the parrots. Oh, there may be some parrots there now. Lorikeets. Get a lot of parrots in Australia. Around this area we do. And on the bank up there, what is the white parrot, Michelle? It's not the galah. The galah has the pink, tummy. But I can see them just, they're around that tree over there. I'll walk over there. So, how is everybody? Christmas is coming. The sun is getting hot. As it does. Christmas is coming. The Barbie's getting hot. Go on, finish it off for me. Imagine Christmas. Boiling hot. Flies everywhere. Give me a little finish. Christmas is coming. Not the goose is getting fat. The Barbie's getting hot. Wiki says white cockatoos. Well, they are a cockatoo. Got to watch out for snakes in this grass. Going through some deep grass. You're currently packing to go to the Philippines. Nice for you. Nice for you. Philippines is nice. I've been there a few times. Oh, is that parrots or is it too early? What have we got up there? Hello, everybody. Now, normally, oh, this is sad. Look at this. This is really sad. Do you want to see something sad? Probably not, but I'm going to show you anyway. It's a turtle. It's obviously been, it's a dead turtle. It's obviously come out of the lake over there and got hit by a car. We have so much wildlife around here, it's going to happen. No, the parrots, the white lorikeets are not here. It's just those, see? Yeah, poor guy. So, and turtles are, you know, must have been crossing the road. There are road crossing underpasses as well. So he obviously wasn't using them, so possibly he should have better road awareness. No, that's not fair. It's the problem when you have these lovely park areas. Look at this guy cooling himself down. What is that? Can you see? Can I zoom? Look at him. He's just got his feathers out. Is it a cormorant of some sort? How do I unzoom? And he's just sat there. He's going to move away now. I'm going to frighten him away. Almost looks like a bird of prey, doesn't it? So how are you all? Anybody new in? It's going to get pretty interesting over the next few days as we drive along the coastline. Hey New York Tigress, how are you? Sorry to do this show unannounced. Just been up to the rose gardens. I'm going to keep it running for a little while. Flies are getting at me. Aussie flies. Anyone in Australia? Not you, Michelle. Don't you answer. See that? You see that? The fly, they'll go up your nose and land in your nose. Do flies do that anywhere else in the world? I don't think so. Aussie flies, they'll actually land on your eyeball. They're a pain. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to go back past the geese. I'm going to get the geese hissing at us. This mum and her little girl are still there. Well, now look, let's just go out onto the decking here. I'm going to go over there, and you're going to see some little goslings and the mother geese and father geese, and he is going to hiss at me because he doesn't want anyone going near him, them, but at the same time they're right next to a footpath. Look at this, I'll turn it around so you can see them. See these two coming up? They're gonna, I'm not afraid of a goose, but they are gonna hiss at me. And there's a regular duck. That's not a goose. Duck, duck, goose. Look, she doesn't want me to come near. Oh, sorry guys. And that one there is like Avery duck or something, but the geese here, yeah, look, how many goslings has she got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goslings. Hello there, Mum. Hello. So 5 little goslings. Geese are great. When we had our geese years ago, the first eggs geese lay, they don't tend to hatch, so they get a bit broody and they sit on the eggs. And so what we did is we actually put some eggs, some chicken eggs, not chicken eggs, duck eggs under our geese. And the ducks hatched out and the geese protected them like their own. You know, they just took to them, happy as Larry. And I think Michelle probably remember the number. I think they had about 5 ducks, and the geese used to take them around. It's all good. We're back past the dog park now. Over here on the far side, a little while ago I did a little vlog. There's a skateboard park over there, which is really nice. So I'm sorry that this is a little bit, I'm not sorry, I wish it was a little more entertaining, but it really is just testing. Any regulars in? No, the regulars are not in. Maybe it is a little bit late for my friends in the US. Anyway, we're going to, where should we go? Where should we go? Entertain me, talk to me. I'm not here to entertain you. You talk to me. We talked to this, it's one of the lads coming down on his scooters. Good day. It's about, what is that? I missed that. Oh, there's another lad coming down. They all come down this, they love this little run down here. It's about 9 to 2 in America. Oh yeah, depending on which zone you're in. There's a whole bunch of them coming down.
You vlogging?
Of course.
Yo, let's go, she said! Shut me up.
Kids, eh? Same the world over. They're all coming back from school. I thought that was a duck over there, but it's actually just a model. Every time you pass kids, they always love it if you're vlogging, and always try to vlog crash. I'll probably see quite a few kids on this walk back because school's just coming out. See how the lawn bowls. Here, look, this is an Aussie dog park. It's where we come up and walk the dogs sometimes. So you get this first gate, which is push only, automatically closed, and you're in this little contained area, and this is a pull only. And then in here, all the dog walkers can come. And we come here quite often with dogs and walk them. And just over here, as I say, there's the lawn. See, the lawn bowls is finished. So it's secure then. You can walk the dogs in here. No chance of them getting out. All these fences are right the way down to the ground. I say there's no chance. They can get out. Just occasionally I've seen the dog get out. When they're really desperate, they can get underneath those things. If they dig a little trench underneath, the more determined ones will get away. Hello, hello. So I'm not sure where else I can take you other than on a merry wander. Anything you'd like to see? We always find that when we do, pretty much everybody, all my friends that have YouTube channels find the same thing. When you do, oh, did you see the parrots? They're the green parrots with the red flashes on them. Just flew over my head. They've landed up there in that tree. I can't see them now though. Yeah, so you do tend to lose subscribers when you do a live show. So I'm hoping as we go around Australia, we can whittle our subscriber count down a little bit and get rid of some people that don't watch anyway, which is all good. Because really, it's all very well. I'd rather take people on this journey that enjoy it. And it will be predominantly, can you see? Wow, let's see if I can catch these green parrots. What's the name of the green parrots, Michelle? I'm rubbish with the names of my birds. They fly in like sort of fighter pilot bombers, and they're roosting in where are they roosting? Generally, whoops, see if I can catch them coming in. No, it's Melbourne. But we're coming across to Perth. Coming across to Perth during the during maybe towards March, April. We're going to go the whole coast. I'm going to come across to Perth. Eventually we're going to go up to Broome, up around the northern coast. They've gone up in the eucalypt trees there, but I don't think they're going to sleep there overnight. When you see the parrots coming in at night, maybe in a few hours time, there'll be thousands of them, literally thousands of parrots coming in to roost in these trees. And they make a lot of noise. How's Perth? What's the weather like in Perth? Oh, you got the cricket on over there at the moment.